Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, where we are about to go into the twinning. After which, just looking at OBS, after which I'm probably going to be out of hard disk space. So this is the rather familiar Crystal Tower. Ooh! Hello, Mecha Behemoth. Right. Hi, folks. First time here. So this all looks remarkably familiar. I'm not doing big pulls, dude. First time here. The healer wants big pulls. What a shame that they can't kick me within the first 15 minutes. I'm assuming over here? Yeah. Whee! Unless you're saying that the pools are big. In which case, sir, I apologise. Servo-mechanical Minotaur. Interrupted. $32 tons swipe. That's a lot of tons. Yeah, I don't see how we would do big pulls anyway, considering well, you got your big pulls, mates. To be fair, you only got it because I didn't realise this pull was going to be quite so big. Oh, hello. Surplus Kalia. Don't get me wrong, I like big pulls. With a decent healer, big pulls are good fun. But generally speaking, on my first run through a dungeon, I like to actually take the lie of the land a little bit. Which, of course, is why I've been doing most of them so far with the trusts. Because I've got nobody insisting on big pulls. First boss? Alpha Zagnol. Oh, wait. Is this a boss? Yeah, it is. Parried? Repurposing? Great. I want to be repurposed. Oh! Oh, he's doing that thing that they do in Final Fantasy 13. Oh, so you don't want to stand near the glass? No, this is a wipe. Or maybe it's not. Maybe this is supposed to happen this way. To be fair, if we get all these out of the way... Oh, this is me. Oh, don't stand in the fire. Right, there's still a couple. Right, if you stand next to the... Do we want to shatter them? I don't know. I honestly have no idea whether we want to be whether we want to be breaking those or not. It doesn't seem to have given him a damage buff or anything like that, so... Oh. I was going to run away, but never mind. Healing braces. No use. Healing choker. No use. Ironworks data log. I'll come back and read those afterwards. Oh no! Flans? These are the flans from... Again, are these the flan medics? The flanitors? Once again, the very little point using the Blackest Knight in a party with a White Mage because they're just going to spam Holy. It's therefore a waste of your blood gauge. Not as much as it used to be when you needed blood price to get your MP back. Hello? Reptoids! And Shapties! Oh well, I'll keep on using it anyway. I love the little crystal theme that gets played beneath all this. Oh. Oh well, at least there's not really any danger of me losing hates. More flans! Woo! Kind of tempted just to let you tank that. But whatever. Wham. To be fair, it is quite entertaining watching the flans flail. Hopefully. Well, no, I know I can return to the start of the dungeon. Q is fast for healers. And? Oh. Almost didn't see that. And by almost, I mean, I didn't see that. As long as you've got 6,000 MP or more, you can use Edge or Flood of Shadow and still have enough left over for Blackest Nights. Bending! Please! Mithridates! Thunder Beam! That was indeed a tank buster. Do we want to stand in those? Do we not? Probably not. Laser Blade. Laser. Thunder Beam. That's me. Slice. Spin. Slice. Oops. That was not over 6,000. I really love the effect for Shadow War. Nope. Having that targetable macro, that just puts it under the feet of the enemy is great. It's annoying. Oh, shit. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't queue, but that's what you get with macros in this game, sadly. Did I screw that up? Was I too slow? I guess I was too slow. Yeah, I thought that was going to give me vuln stacks. Never mind. Greed! Oh. Whee! Oh. What? What? That was weird. But can't have that. Can't have that. Gra maximation. Can't always see all the effects going off. All the shinies. Yes, I did just use Living Dead. I don't like using Living Dead. Particularly. This place looks really cool, though. It's like it's tapped into the live stream. The dimensional break. Wow, materia. Yeah, so I'm not pulling a second pack. There's too many enemies for me to keep track of. And there'd be no way I'll be able to see any AoEs on the floor. I should probably limit them. Go free! Is that a healer that said that? Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Doing more damage than I am. Oh, there were few. I thought there were more of them than this. That was silly. Oh. As soon as I take my hand off the keyboard to scratch my face. Yeah, hay fever's playing hell with my eyes today, unfortunately. Oh, this looks like a fun place to stand. Oh. Oh, hello. This is the Alexander music. Artificial Enigma, the Tycoon. Where are we going? That way. What was that? Oh, yes, please. Insufficient freaking armory space. Will he turn? He will turn. So he's got various versions of the Crystal Tower. So we want to stand out of that. Right. This might actually be better for me to tank in the center. Veil cannon. That was his tank buster? Yeah. I don't really understand what's going on here, if I'm honest. Okay, that was as expected in AoE. Yes, why is there a mini Alexander in here anyway? Ba, 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 ba. Do you get frozen if you go in there? Whoa. Nope. I don't really know how this fight works. But it's cool looking. And isn't that what counts? Also, the music's cool. Right. Ah. Come, Frey. Wow. Frey, kill it. Well done, Frey. I'm going to pretend that was Frey. Elegant tombstones of Gosha. Goetia. Gosh? Who knows? Well, oh. It was all an illusion. And we're doing the sad face thing again. Only one item from the coffer. But Demajen, why are you casting Return in a dungeon? Just there were a lot of logbooks that I wanted to go and read, quite frankly. There's a story that I have had to skip. Mind you, don't I only have a certain amount of time? I may only have a certain amount of time before it kicks me out. I can't remember whether that is still a thing. So we best have a little hurry. It's getting a bit warm in here. Mind you, it is warm outside today. It's 20 degrees and it's 9:30 in the evening. It's going to be a warm weekend. Ba, 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 ba. So are we going... Yeah, we go down and down and down inside the tower. And are these all supplies and stuff that... Well, no, the stuff around the start was supplies and stuff from the ironworks, which is why there are ironworks logs. Yeah, I want to see if there's any story from Sid and Co. I thought there was been some by now. Aha. Our only hope lies in the Crystal Tower, though it did not yield its secrets easily. Even opening the doors was a monumental undertaking. Without the Founder's data logs and the NOAA reports left by the Sons of St. Canuck, we would never have stood a chance of succeeding. None of us were prepared for the spectacle that awaited us when we first stepped into the tower. To be surrounded by the marvels of a lost age took our breath away, and there, at its centre, we found him. Rak'Tika, I am assuming. Yeah, so these all look fairly recent. These are like ironwork stuff. Almost like, yeah, it's quite probable actually that this is the result of the ironworks. Ironworks data log 3.5. Our research into the Emperor's throne is almost complete, as we now understand the methods used to open a doorway to the world of darkness, otherwise known as the 13th. However, this is only the beginning of our plan. Even if we find a way to the first, it is already too late to prevent the 8th umbral calamity. For that, we must travel not only to another world, but to another time. Thankfully, the data logs gathered over the years detailing battles with various primals point us in the right direction. They used Alexander! They used his ability to travel through time or manipulate time, and they created an artificial one. So that's how he did it, and that's why Emmet Selk doesn't understand. They've harnessed Alexander's primal power, created and replicated it through extensive experimentation by the look of it. Just as we thought the pieces were in place, we came to the realization that traversing time and space has its difficulties. It is one thing to possess the technology necessary to enable such a feat, quite another to actually perform it. The interdimensional rift, as it was called in the Founder's data logs, is what I can only describe as infinite chaos. To navigate it would take expertise far beyond our ken. There was, however, once a being capable of exactly that, the one known as Omega, and yet despite all of the research carried out, the mystery of how it was able to cross the rift remains solved. Now, I don't know how Omega does what it does because I haven't gone anywhere near to completing the plotline for Omega. 5 minutes remaining, even. 5 minutes complaining? Is that enough time to find any remaining data logs? This dungeon, as far as I can tell, is not accessible with the trusts. I need to get to level 71 on another job to start using the trust to level up. And arguably, it would have to be a DPS job to speed things up a bit. Because I think relying on the trust's DPS might be a mistake. Right, any more data logs? Was there not another one that I've missed? No, I guess not. So by the time you hear this is a time travel reference. Well. Ow, clicky neck. Bethana. Excellent work. Not only did you reveal the cause of the ethereal fluctuations, you were able to remove the threat entirely. Thanks to you, the researchers have already completed their preliminary observations. Their findings were somewhat surprising. The Crystal Tower appears not to have been created by the Ronkans or any other known civilization. Its origins are veiled in mystery, much like the Exarch and yourself. Forgive me. It is not the time for idle speculation. We have, however, recovered an artifact. Though its purpose is unclear, it may even be purely decorative. Oh? I would still be quite entertained if the Crystal Tower was going to be our version of the Deep Dungeon in this. Have you ever encountered anything like this? Yes. Yes, I have. It's a data log used by the Ironworks. They used it to access data and records, record things. They can send messages across. Z has come to carry out our plan. This will be my last recording. With the tower activated and the temporal displacement apparatus online, all that remains is to throw the switch and pray. I'm sorry. I truly am. I wish there was another way. That's a Doctor Who reference. But you are our best chance of success, our only hope. Your gift will allow you to become one with the tower and survive the journey through time and space. Were our technology as advanced as that of the Alligans, perhaps we could have gone with you. Is this a message from Sid to Rak'Tika? Alas, it was not to be. But when you are fully reunited, all of the hardship, all of the sacrifice will have been worth it, I'm sure. Just promise me you'll spare a thought for those you leave behind, and we'll be thinking of you too for as long as this world lasts, though I fear it will not be for much longer. This is Biggs, third of his name, 18th President of Garland Ironworks. Signing off. May the 12 be at your side, Rak'Tika. 18th President of Garland Ironworks, Biggs the Third. A person's voice? Coming from a machine? To be honest, I cannot make head nor tail of it. Do you have any idea what that was about? Yep. Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Yes. I can tell that you know more than you are letting on. Very well. I will not begrudge you your secrets. The one thing was clear, even to me. The people who left this message were facing a great catastrophe. They placed their faith in the Crystal Tower in much the same way we have done ever since the Flood of Lights. Our prayers for salvation were answered when you and the Exarch returned the night, to us and freed us from the terror of the Sin Eaters. I sense that this was all made possible by those people from a time long forgotten. We should do our utmost to learn more of them. They are from the future. Perhaps the researchers will uncover more of these messages. In any case, you have performed admirably in service of the Crystarium. We may have need of your strength and guidance in days to come. Until then, fare you well. I like that. I like how it was tied into the story. I wonder if there were other messages. A little smile for Biggs. I wonder if we will find more of those. I wonder if they'll displace dungeons through time. That would be cool. That would be very cool indeed. I enjoyed that dungeon. Didn't have a clue about how some of the boss mechanics works, but I'm sure I'll be doing it a fair few times. A fair few times. Until then, I think we're kind of out of story-related content. At least until Eden releases in a couple of weeks, I think it is, before Eden Normal comes out. And just like the Deltascape. It was the Deltascape that came out first, wasn't it? I did the Deltascape, and I enjoyed the Deltascape, but I didn't do it too many times after that. I think I did it twice more, if that. Eden will most likely be the same. I will play it once through for the story. And hopefully, this time, because I am invested in the story so much more than I was with Stormblood, I will keep on top of staying geared up. So that when new dungeons come out and new story content comes out and new stages of Eden come out, I will be more inclined to complete them. Because quite frankly, the Omega story, didn't grip me all that much. Never mind though. Never mind. The story in the Shadowbringers expansion has been excellent, and I hope it continues to be so. I don't know what the next video is going to be. I'm sure there'll be something. Probably the Dark Knight main quest, actually. I haven't done that yet, so maybe that'll be the next episode. Until then, cheerio. Lally-ho.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.